And we're joined by Amarjit Singh Lalli, one of the candidates for
Thank you
Kelowna
very
City
much.
Council. So tell me, why are you seeking a spot on council?
Well, it's about public service, and it's not about just accumulating wealth. I'm involved in 3 different sectors, but in my community, in the teachings that I follow, giving back to the community, it's one of the most highest things that you can do.
So it's a calling.
Yes.
So you operate a couple of subway franchises, one of them right by the bus loop.
Yes.
So that must give you a sort of front row seat to some of the difficulties that we're experiencing in our downtown core, and is probably a bit of a struggle for your business and your employees. Am I right?
Yes, true. My employees constantly face used needles, people passed out in the lobby, threats, damage to property. So it's frustrating, because then we've got a lot of our regulars that come in and they see this, and then they kind of look at it, and then it's they feel uncomfortable, and it's not really a great way of doing business.
Right. It does seem, when I ask different candidates what the top issue is, this one seems to be usually right at the top. Do you have any particular ideas as to what we need to do as a community to better address these problems of, I guess it's mental health and addictions and homelessness?
Yes, the city went out and we've got this Journey Home strategy, and this strategy is it's incomplete. And I've read the report, and when you look at the report, there's sections in there. They've pointed out certain areas that need to be addressed, and yet they just ended up focusing on the homelessness aspect of it. When you look at it, they say the biggest cost savings are from people not using the services, like the hospitals, the ambulance, and that. And those trace back to the addiction and the mental health issues. There's other issues in there where they're talking about that the housing that is created, people end up staying longer. And then there's other issues in there where there's I don't know if you looked at the report, but they've done an inverted triangle. And in the triangle, it shows about 190 people that are homeless, and then it's got a whole whack of people that are on the verge of becoming homeless. There's no support there. And that's what I'm suggesting, is that we need money for counseling to help those people that are on the verge of becoming homeless deal with their issues. With the other issues of addiction and mental health, we need rehab centers.
Right.
We've got a lot of services that we provide here in the city, but the only problem is, for a good rehab center, it costs $30,000. And there is one in Nanaimo. It's called Edgewood.
$30,000 to stay there for a year?
To stay there for 6 months.
For 6 months?
6 months. So now with this, what I'm proposing is that we set up these, whether they be, the ideal thing would be have a public and private partnership with government in building rehab centers.
So you're getting at, you more want to get at the background issues rather than housing itself.
So this is the
Amarjit, we've only got about a minute and a half left.
Okay, so quick. There's lots of issues there, and what we end up doing is we end up trying to deal with the symptoms and not fix the actual problem.
Right. Okay, interesting. A couple of other things on your website.
Yes.
Farming.
Yes. Farming is huge. There's a big drastic shift in who is the actual farmer now, and to protect farmland, you have to protect the farmer. And
we're not doing enough to do that?
We're not doing enough.
Where are we letting them down?
We are letting them down when we've got people that have big operations, and labor is such a big issue. When it comes to farmer housing, these people, to operate the farm, you need labor. Nobody in Canada wants to work on farms anymore, and we're having to bring them in from overseas. These people need a place to stay, and the council and staff, they can't wrap their heads around the changing needs of the grower.
Terrific. So there's something you can bring up around City Council if you get elected. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about your candidacy. Amarjit Singh Lalli, thank you for watching Kelowna Now.
Thank you.